Hey guys, welcome to part 2 of the Purpose series. So for those who have not seen part 1 of the Purpose series, I will link it up below somewhere. Go ahead and check that out before you watch part 2. So for those of you who are coming back, this video is going to be taking that thing that you discovered in part 1, all the lists that we went through and what you picked and all of that stuff, and we're gonna put some action to it, okay? So before we get into that, the reason I decided to make this video is because I know a lot of people, they just, a lot of people put a lot of hype behind the whole New Year's resolutions, making goals in January. And you might stick to it for January, you might stick to it for February, but like March and the rest of the months down, it's like you completely fall off. Nobody's holding you accountable to anything. Nobody's asking you questions like, you said you were going to do this, what's going on with that? And so a lot of people, they just end up repeating the same year over and over and over. So 2015 look like your 2016, and your 2017 will most likely look like your 2016 if you don't decide to put actions to your goals. So I know a lot of people, they usually make goals about losing weight, becoming healthier, eating better, leaving their dead-end jobs, going to school, getting certified, starting a business, writing a book. Like, I want to help you in this video to take those necessary steps that you need to accomplish your goal in 2017. Not to just make the goals and to stick with them for January, February, and then completely fall off. So yeah, let's get right into the action steps. Alright guys, so we're gonna go through, I'm gonna share with you 7 action steps that you can do to actually accomplish your goals in 2017. So again, take notes, y'all. Okay, so number 1, read books on the topic that you are passionate about, that thing that you discovered in part 1. Read books and books and books about it. Number 2, discover free resources in your area and online. Like, free 99 is my price. There is so much that you can find online. There's so much that you can find in your community, depending on what it is, of course. Just study as much as you can find that is free or extremely cheap. The next thing, as far as discovering free stuff, one thing I would recommend you doing is taking free webinars or seminars if you can find them. I usually see like advertisements on Facebook with free webinars. Of course, at the end they're always offering you something, but that's up to you. If you feel led to really go ahead and pursue hiring them for whatever it is they're offering, go ahead and invest in yourself. But like I said, if it's free, it's free, y'all. Okay? In the end, it's all to push you closer to your purpose, so it's not just a waste of time. Alright, so number 3, and I'm looking at my notes again, by the way. Number 3, discover your community. This is so important, you guys. Discover your community. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean, there are other people with similar or the same passions as you. Find those people. Where are they? It might be in your area, it might be in your church, it might be at your school, it might be They might be scattered all over the world, but they have like groups online. Find them. So number 4, share your passions and your goals with one person who can actually hold you accountable. Someone who will inspire you, motivate you, encourage you, but they will also keep it real with you. Not someone who's just gonna stroke your ego. Oh, you don't feel like doing it today? Okay, that's fine. No. Someone who is going to keep it real with you and, you know, like have an authentic accountability relationship with them. All right, that is so crucial. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 5. I would suggest that you invest in a large like poster board calendar. And I don't have my calendar with me, it's in my room, but I will post pictures of what they look like. I bought mine at Walmart, I believe. So I'll insert the picture and I'll probably leave you the price as well. They're really cheap. So what I do is, instead of focusing on a huge goal that I have for the year, I break up my goal into small steps, into small term goals. So for January, I would accomplish a small portion of that goal. Then in February, I'll accomplish a small portion of that goal, and so forth for the rest of the year. So I'm not overwhelmed, because it's very easy to look at this big thing and just get overwhelmed and you want to give up. You know, it seems too much. But when you break it up, like there are 12 months in the year, break it up. Okay, set small term goals leading up to your long-term goal. An example I have with using my calendar, for example, say you want to write a book in 2017, right? So in January, what you would do on your calendar, you would mark out like Monday to Friday, for example. Monday to Friday, the time 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. You are going to sit down and be intentional about this and write for 5 days out of the week, the whole month. So your goal for January would be like writing, you would want to write 2 chapters or 1 chapter or whatever. So I hope that helps. That's just an example. Okay, so moving on. Number 6, I think, learning to rest. Learning to rest. This is something I'm still working on. I'm not as bad as I used to be, but learning how to rest. Make yourself a priority. For me, for example, I never work past, I say never, but I try not to. I don't work past 10 p.m. And you know, if you're an entrepreneur, if you work from home, it's easy to just have work on your mind 24/7. All the time, you're just working. So I have to force myself to cut it off like I'm at a job. You know, at 10 p.m., that's it. I'm not emailing anybody, I'm not editing or anything like that. I'm done at 10 p.m. That's it. So with my time of rest, I can, you know, chill with my family. I don't know what you like to do, read a book or go out with your friends or just go to the movies. But I usually just relax, like just sit in front of TV, maybe watch a movie or 2 and then go to bed. But listen, I really had to work on this. Like, I had to force myself to rest and make this very intentional. Just like I'm intentional about sitting down and putting in the work and planning ahead and all of that stuff, I have to rest. Like, my body needs the rest. I need that balance of work and play, and just let my brain just kind of rest and be at peace. Okay, so number 7, celebrate the small victories. Celebrate the small victories. It's the small victories that lead up to the long-term victory, your long-term goal. So like I said, how you would break up your long-term goal into each month, if you decide to do that, at the end of the month, celebrate, that you actually did what you said you were gonna do for that particular month. So do something to celebrate. You can, I don't know, something small. Go to the mall, hang out with your friend, or buy yourself a treat or something like that. Something that you will look forward to, that kind of pushes you to stick it out throughout the month. So you do it every month, looking forward to your little victory celebration. Yeah, so one thing I don't want you to do, and this is the reason for being intentional about the celebrating the small victories, like you don't want to get to the end of January and just be panicking or just rushing into the work of February to just go. Just take some time. It goes into the whole resting thing, It's time. There's a time to rest. There's a time to work. There's a time to play. There's a time for everything. Okay. Yeah. So don't rush into the work of the following month when you're getting close to the end of the month you're in. Just pace yourself. Okay. Do the work you need to do and don't procrastinate. Do it on the day that you said you're gonna do it, and you should be fine. Alright, so let's go back over those 7 things. Number 1, read books on the topic that you're passionate about. That thing that you discovered in the first video. Number 2, discover free resources. Number 3, discover your community, your people, your squad. Number 4, share your personal goals and passions and everything that you want to do. Share it with at least one person so they can hold you accountable. Someone who will really, really, really hold you accountable. Next, find a calendar that you can actually put on your wall or put somewhere that you will always see it every day and remind you of the things that you're supposed to be doing each and every day of that month. Also, learn to rest. Make time to rest. Just as you make time to work, make time to rest. And number 7, finally, celebrate the small victories. Okay, so each month, celebrate yourself. So that is it for this video. If this has helped you in any way, shape, or form, please just give this video a thumbs up. Please share it with those who need this, you guys. Please, please, please share this with those who needs this information, who can benefit from these steps so they're not repeating the same year over and over and over again, but they can actually make progress. I will see you next week for part 3 of the Purpose series, and I will also be making an announcement at the end. So I look forward to that. I will see you guys then. Bye.